Summer Games Fest is a Geoff Keighley hosted mid-year 2-hour advertisement dressed like a show. So here are some highlights for your convenience in a clean 2-ish minutes, link in the doobly-doo for all games covered. Started off with Resident Evil Code Veronica remake coming in 2027, the first of many remakes. You know, I like seeing upcoming games, but unlike the Game Awards, there are no Muppets to present them and bring a sense of whimsy, and that is just sad. An 8-bit platformer Cuphead game presented by puppets. You know what, Geoff? You live another year. This is a solid start.
You know I love my puppets, that was great.
Miserable game reviewer mode activated, but also how I genuinely feel. Between the many stealthy, crouchy, or walking through a crowd games that all look the bloody same, the lack of a Steam Machine update or anything from Valve, more Star Wars games, cinematics without gameplay, the likely AI Tupac nonsense, shame on all involved by the way. When AI slop leaves the games industry and the world as a whole, I shall rejoice. The Saw Puppet new Among Us game, I guess, look, I wasn't personally that impressed with a lot of these games. Is that Clear Obscure Expedition 33's Ben Starr? This show is saved.
Fortnite.
Never mind. But on a sincere note, this did feel like an easier watch, at least. Overwhelming majority of these games I will skip, but Geoff Keighley is structuring these shows better. That is a low bar. But look, the capture and film elements of these games, especially Alien Isolation 2, was objectively impressive, non-hyper-polished representative gameplay. The most important thing just felt left out of the main show, but what else is new?
The time is finally here.
For a good video game? Well, for that, you'd want to look to the Indie Game Dev Showcase after the show proper. Links below, where we saw more info on Tenebris Somnia, a cool mix of an indie film and pixel horror game that had a great demo. Apple Crumble, a new mystery game from the Duck Detective games Happy Broccoli, and more indie games seeming way more interesting. What else is new? Again, towards the end of the main show though, Wolf Among Us 2 in 2027, finally a year, if not a date. More Grounded 2 content, I will be there, and it ended with Final Fantasy VII Revelations, a game we already knew would assuredly exist. I love you, Matt Mercer, but it couldn't avoid feeling like a bit of a letdown of an ending, but it is hard to please everyone with these shows, and I suppose I can't realistically expect more news on the rumored Baldur's Gate 2 remake leaked this week. And I just realized even my dreams, like the things I want to happen, are remakes. This industry is killing me. Anyway, again, to check out these games, links are in the doobly-doo. Thank you for watching. I will see you on Friday.